Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to another live session. Every night on this YouTube channel, I go live. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Come in, leave a comment. I read it. I appreciate everyone who clicks the thumbs up. Share the video. And each night on this channel, talk about a variety of things: life, the simple life, living in Florida, self-improvement, self-care, whatever you're going through, divorce, happiness, sadness, all those things, mental health, physical health. Data Geek, how are you? Norma, how are you? Norma, my day was great. In the beach, 85 degrees, sunny, exploring, enjoying the Florida life. I moved from New Jersey to Florida, and I love Florida. Data Geek, I hope you're feeling good. Purple Prius, Christina, hey there. Hey, Clarina, solo traveler. I like solo. I think you do better in life when you're by yourself. I do. Do you need people? I don't think you need people. And tonight we're going to talk about leaving people behind. I think to get to your destiny, to get to your place of happiness, I think you're going to have to leave a lot of people behind. Friends, family members, a lot of people. Why? Because it's your life, and as an adult, you got to build your life. And that's what I truly believe. Daddy Geek, hey Norma. Rick Rule, hey Sam. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. That's what I was reflecting on today. How I was able to free to be me, be like Lot in the Bible. Yeah, I know there was a scripture where it said, don't look. I think what was it, Sarah? Someone turned around. They were looking at their old life and they turned to salt, pillar of salt. Um, there's a time of reflection, but to get to your new life, you have to leave your old life behind, including family members, friends, and your attachment to people that you're familiar with. Cameron, good. I'm glad you got the notification. Deb, good to see you, Deb. I found that you don't go forward unless you're willing to leave behind people. A lot of people say they are. They say, "Oh, I cut people off quick." It isn't. But after a couple weeks of being alone, they go right back to the bottle. And not the bottle of alcohol, but the bottle of friends that are keeping you complacent and keeping you in a prison of your old life. And it's not their fault. It's no one's fault. It's your life. You have to stop blaming your friends, your family, everyone else, because you're blaming people because you don't want to do it alone. You don't want to pack your bags and leave alone. You don't want to leave your boyfriend. You don't want to leave your girlfriend. You don't want to leave your coworkers. It's you. It's not them. It's you. Because as an adult, you have to make the decision to leave people behind. Because you're not happy. You're resentful. You're not being a blessing to those people. What you're doing is you are staying where you are, blaming them, and they're blaming you. I have family members that live in the same house. They blame each other for not going forward. Buck Porter's talking about doing Uber Eats. I'm going to do DoorDash, man. DoorDash is where it's at. I think I'm going to have to check that out, man. I'm watching those YouTube videos, man. They're inspiring. Very inspiring. Also, too, man, I'm doing an Amazon affiliate. If you guys want to support the channel for free, if you shop at Amazon, just go to my subscription, click that link. If you put anything in the cart, you don't have to buy it then. You put anything in the cart when you click that link. Just come back, and whenever you buy your normal stuff, check out through there. Free, no charge. It's just another way to try to make income offline. In today's technology era, I think you should have several side hustles. If you want to try to retire early, if you want to try to live a simple life, when you live a simple life, you don't need much income. So why do it now? The best time to do a side hustle is when you don't need a side hustle. The best time to get a job is when you have a job. Why would you do that if you don't need to do that? Because what you try to do is you try to build several streams of revenue when you don't have to. So when the day comes, and the day may come when you have to, or that you want to change your life, you have several streams of income. Thank you, Norma. I appreciate that. Live and let live. Thank you, Norma, and thank you, Liv. I want to get to all live comments. I'm very excited tonight, guys. I'm very excited. Why am I excited? Because all day long, the sun was beaming on my bald head. And I've gotten rid of insecurities too. I mean, I look at myself right now, my reflection in my laptop, and I say, Sam, you've come to a good place in life where, you're just at peace with yourself. You're not trying to be over sexy. You're not trying to be anything you're not. You're just being yourself. And I'm surrounding myself with people who embrace me for being myself. I used to do the opposite, and it wasn't their fault. It's my fault. Part of maturing. It wasn't their fault. It's my fault. I talked to a good friend today just via Instagram, and I won't say her name, but she was always a blessing to me. Always. We always got along good. And just friends, great friends. She was a good friend. She always looked out for me. It was good people. And she was visiting Florida, visiting a mutual friend. And she just said, Sam, I don't want to go back to New Jersey. There's an energy here. There's a difference. I said, I said, look, I said, you know what it is. I said, get the hell out of New Jersey. It's a disaster. I said, build your life. I said, visit Florida. Don't settle in one spot yet. You got to visit. You got to see the coast. You got to see different parts. She was in Orlando. I recommend the coast because I like the beach life. But what I'm here to tell you is I told her, like I tell you guys, I had already wrote down in my phone what to talk about tonight. If you ever do YouTube, if you ever do anything creative, if you ever do anything in life and you have a creative wave of thought, write it down in your phone. Your phone is your greatest resource. So that later on, if you're lost for words, you follow what your structure was, what your idea was at the time you were inspired. So I wrote down in my phone, earlier today, very early in the morning, I wrote, I want to talk about leaving people behind in order to get to your new life. And, sometimes you get confirmations throughout the day. So like a couple hours ago, this friend reached out to me on my Instagram. My Instagram is the word inspire, the symbol _ number 38. And she just said, Sam, look, I'm thinking about really coming to Florida. I said, you should do it. I said, you're going to have to leave people behind. I said, and you should leave people behind, build your own life. And that was confirmation. When you become an adult, you got to separate yourself from high school kids, college. You still love them. I still keep in touch with some of them. This was a friend from back then. But my whole life is different. It's different because I left people behind, not because they were evil, but because I was on a different journey of my own life. There's seasons for everything. I can't stay in New Jersey just to be around my mom. I can't stay in New Jersey just to be, because she has her own life. She's making her own decisions. She's not destitute. What you're going to realize in life, you have to look, are people really destitute? Meaning that they have no resources, or they just not want to sell property. I know some people that say that I'm there taking care of my mom, but your mom's got 2 properties. She's got different ways of income, but really what you're there to do is just play, well, she's keeping me here and I'm keeping her there. A lot of, there's some people that are destitute, and there's some people that just don't want to sell property, don't want to detach from people, and don't want to leave others behind, but they don't want to build their own life. Hank, good to see you, brother. I was thinking about you today. Hank, I love you, brother. Just because I like to be alone, don't question that I don't appreciate you. Love to you and your dog. But this is what I'm thinking about tonight. Hank's got to leave some people behind. His family member keeps telling him how to live. Look, if Hank is not parking on their property, and if Hank is not hurting anyone, Hank should be able to live in his van, okay, with his dog and whatever else he wants to do. Because it's his life. And as an adult, you got to leave people behind to figure out your life. Yeah, Tony Rand. Yeah, a real man can stand alone, and because you got to, and a real woman. You keep God in your heart, or whatever you want to believe, but I believe in that. You just got to step forward. And you got to take some leaps of faith. And yes, you need people to help you along the way. And yes, you get help, but you can't be a prisoner to your past. And you can't be a prisoner to the people that you know, and to the places and to the things that you're comfortable with. You got to get out there, because life is happening. I think about that so much when I'm walking in the ocean, when I'm doing things that I love to do. Like today was very inspiring. The weather was great. And I said, damn, thank God it's February right now as I make this live feed. I'm in Florida. I grew up in New Jersey. I said, thank God that I am not in New Jersey, because the gray, cloudy, windy, cold winter was killing my soul. But I came to Florida by myself. Okay. I didn't wait till other people were ready. Now that's the benefit of being single. Shout out to the Soul Traveler. We're gonna get back to all live comments. Good to see you, John. So look, if you are not married, think about a relationship. You really want one. I watch sometimes people when they stop and they get out of the car and there's like 4 people getting out of the car. I hate driving with people. I hate being in the back seat. I hate being in the passenger seat. I like to drive and I like to have no one with me, to be solo. I like to leave people behind, but I don't even like to be with people. Why? Because I can move at my speed. I can move at my pace. Ryan B., good to see you, brother. Yeah, I'm getting inspired as I talk. Let's take a hydration break. Get me all worked up already. Jill, love and respect to you. I love you guys. Please leave a lot of comments. Ice Thesis, Baltimore's a disaster. I love my brother Ice Thesis. I love his mother. He's a good man. All right, let's get to the live comments because I'm getting really worked up. But you guys get the core message here, all right? The core message is to go forward to your new life. You have to leave your old life behind, and that includes some people, some things, jobs, etc., etc. Now, all live comments. Let's do it. Daddy Geek again. I love you. Norma, how was your day? Christina, yes, yes. Daddy Geek, perfect. Norma, Rick Rule, good to see you, brother. Free to be me, yes. Cameron, Red Deb, Iris. All right, Iris was the first one. Peace to you, brother. Well, peace back to you. Like peace back to you. Dropping those jewels that inspire. Yeah, these are things that I think about that have pushed me forward in life. And they're facts, all facts. Oh yeah, good to see you, Rick Rule. Going nomad in June, do it. Cannot come soon enough yet, do it. If it doesn't work out, guess what? You go back to your old life, okay? That's what I always tell people. Can I guarantee that your new life will work out? No, but guess what? Then you just go back to your old life, okay? But if you're not inspired by your old life, why would you want to stay in that old life until you die? Doesn't make sense. Now, plan, prepare, do your research. There's sacrifice, there's some pain. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. Nothing lasts forever. But if you plan, prepare, just go for it. Because you're not going to understand if it's for you or not until you try it. Or cool. I'll be heading to Arizona. I'm not mad at that. I love Arizona because it's got the most sunshine percentage. It's got the most sunshine exposure in the entire United States of America. It's even though Florida is called the Sunshine State, actually Arizona has more sunshine. So I like Arizona. Shout out to my guy Big Al who checks me out on Instagram. He's heavy in Arizona right now. So look, any place where there's sunlight, that's where Ultimate Warrior, who inspired me, he grew up in Indiana, and he said he had to get the hell out of there. It was bad for his mental health. He went to Arizona. He said it helped him a lot. So what I could tell you is I love Arizona. I love anywhere where there's sunlight and there's hot temperature all year round. But Florida's the warmest state on average. And I'll never leave Florida because we're surrounded by ocean. South Florida is a tropical, cultural melting pot of nothing but palm trees, bikinis, and extreme inspiration for me. But that's just me. Shout out to my brother Swan Auto. He likes Vermont. And shout out to you, Rick Rule. You like Arizona. Loved everyone. Buck Porter. Fellow South Floridian. Buck, how magical was today, brother? Buck says doing Uber Eats while watching you. Yes. Made 42 in 2 hours. There you go, brother. Cash money bag emoji to you. Somebody give money bag emoji and a car emoji to our brother Buck Porter. Chance to earn. Definitely he's down in Miami area. Miami area, you can definitely make money as a food transportation. Sam, I don't have a job. What can I do? I live in my car. Uber Eats or DoorDash. I'm going to do DoorDash. I'm going to at least sign up and go through the process just to have it as a side hustle. And do various things. You could do a YouTube channel. You could do an Amazon affiliate. All these side hustles. You know, if you could make an extra $400 a week on side hustles, what is that? You know, even if you make $500, I mean, close to $2,000 a month, you could do that. Write off gas, write off wear and tear. It's all business now. Does it mean it's going to be easy? No, everything in life is work. The hardest part about everything is showing up. These are side hustles. Are these full-time careers? No. They're side hustles. There's options. The technology era is the best time to be a nomad. Technology era is the best time to be a nomad. Why wouldn't you take advantage of it? Why don't you live your dream? Why wouldn't you get the hell out of New Jersey and live in Florida and do Uber Eats like my man Buck Porter? Shout out to Buck Porter, man. Money bag emoji to you, brother. Shout out to everyone out there doing side hustles. Legal, because I don't understand the illegal ones. I've been around that. But legal, respectful side. And if you still want to have a full career, do that. And if you don't want side hustles, don't. What did I tell you? I tell you, look, man, I want you guys to live your dream. I'm living my dream. Am I coming on every night to spike the football in your face? Hell no. I'm coming in to spread light, man, to spread love. Love and respect, Buck Porter. Camera. When I joined the Army, shout out to everyone I know in the Army, military, all that. I joined the Army. I found it hard to say goodbye to friends and family. That's a big step. He goes, but what I found when I come back, most of them were doing the same things they did when he left 2 years ago. Cameron, great comment. Thank you for your service. Love and respect to you, and everyone I know out there is ex-military or active military. What I can tell you is you're going to find that in anything in life. You go to college, you move states, I visited Florida for 2 years, heavy, okay? And every time I would come back, I would make a video. Look it up in my playlist. I have a whole playlist about everything I've done, but a lot of nomad stuff. Shout out to Tony with the good money bag emoji, brother. I just proved that. And every time I went back to New Jersey, after being in Florida for a couple weeks on vacation, I always said, I'm not missing anything. I made a mental note. I documented my thoughts. I said, I'm not missing anything up here. If you ever forget, if you ever go to Florida and you live there and you think you're missing something up north, go visit up north and you realize you ain't missing crap. And what I could tell you is that statement's never been truer in my mind. All right? Love and respect. Good job. Norma, no more looking back. Yeah, don't. Go forward. I don't want to be turned into a pillar of salt. No. And you just don't want to have mental pain. Okay? Let's not get caught in the religious mumbo jumbo. And I like some of the doctrine. But what I want to tell you, you just don't want to be a mental, you don't want to be in mental pain. You don't want to be a prisoner to memories of the past, whether it's a dog that passed away, whether it's a lover, whether it's something you messed up, whether it was a gambling addiction, drug addiction, relationship that you took the L on, whatever's in life. Look, you don't want to be a prisoner to the past. So you have to remember the past, but you gotta go forward. Look, shout out to Super Chat. Damn it, thank you for the tip. That's the tip. That's the tip, Hank Life. Thank you. Coffee on me, brother. Hank Life. Do I appreciate you, brother? Starbucks, I appreciate that. That's how much a pint costs. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the tip. You don't want to be a prisoner to the past. And what I could tell you is, you can't change the past. And if you want to avoid more mental abuse, stop self-abuse. Stop self-abuse. Stop replaying memories. It's easy, but this is a discipline. It's something worthy to try to stop. A lot of people say, look, Sam, I want to get in shape. I said, that's a great thing. I lost 200 pounds. I think you should. Let's make it a goal. You should also make it a goal to get in mental shape. How do you get in mental shape? You learn to let go. Is it easy? No. Is it easy for me to go and Planet Fitness and lift weights as I get older and I don't have as much muscle mass? No, it's hard. But guess what? I make it a goal every day. I make it a goal to let go of bad memories. Why? Because I don't want to be a prisoner of the past. I don't want my mind to turn salt. The bad salt, okay? Too much sodium, not good. So what I can tell you is, forward we go, leave the old stuff behind. Live and let live. Hey, live. Working hard, upload videos, becoming consistent. Consistency is the key to everything. Consistency is the key to YouTube, key to your job, it's the key to DoorDash, Uber Eats, Lyft, everything. Shout out to iSurvivor, even though he took his channel down. I still remember you, brother. I love you. Live. Hey, Sam. And all my daughter said to put volume up. Yep. See, I'm about to preach that to her tonight. You were speaking to her life, Walt. Let me tell you something. Live and let live's daughter. Let me tell you something. When I was young, the hardest part about being young is relationships. For a woman, you can't get over the good dick. That's the truth, okay? And what I can tell you is it's a complete disaster after you have a kid. And then after you have a kid and the guy is not the same, you're going to think, well, my child is going to replace that love and my child will always be with me. But live and let live's daughter, ask your mom about being alone middle to 50 years old when the man isn't around. Okay, when your child's an adult, because right now, live and let live's daughter, how much do you want to be around your mom? You want to be around her because you love her, but you want to live your own life. Okay, these are facts. And live and let live wants to live her own life. That's facts. She wants to build a tiny house in Virginia. Do you want to live a tiny house in Virginia? Hell no. You're a young adult with her hormones raising, and you got a shot clock on your pregnancy window. You got a shot clock on your pregnancy window. Your mom's pregnancy window is passed. She wants to go build a tiny house. You don't want to build a tiny house. You want to be in the middle of an urban. Why? Because you want to date. You want to do a housewarming. You want to have baby clothes. Is there anything wrong with that? No, there's a season for everything in your life. But what I can tell you is having a kid is the most expensive thing you'll ever do. The government estimates it's $250,000 to raise a kid from 0 to 18. That's a $250,000 mortgage you take out every time you have a kid for 18 years. You're definitely going to want a tiny house after you have a kid. Let me tell you that. I want to live with my after I had a dog, all right? So I know that was rough, but let me tell you something. I just gave you what college can't give you, real life, okay? Real life facts. Look, Free to Be Me about to hear spit these facts. Free to Be Me, he says, the past is a disaster. That's Free to Be Me about being married and having kids. Now, let's stay positive because there's some success stories out there, okay? But what I can tell you is if you want to have kids, have one. If you have more than one, you better have 20 side hustles, okay? You better be doing Uber, Instacart, Postmates, DoorDash, YouTube, a full-time job. and working at Starbucks. Why? Because it's $250,000 to raise a kid from 0 to 18. How do you feel about baby clothes now? Not good. All right, we love you. I know that was rough. I had to give it to you guys. It's a disaster out there. Norma, oh, thanks. I'm about to buy a bunch of gear from Amazon. Well, I appreciate that. Again, if you go to the description of my video, click on that link, put it in a cart. You don't have to buy it then, but when you go through that link, it costs you nothing. So you're not paying anything extra. There's no tax on you. I just get a small commission off it for referring people. I appreciate that. I will buy through it. Well, I appreciate that, Norma. I appreciate your support. Love and respect to Norma, who's been a positive viewer. And don't disrespect massage parlor people because she's in that business, and she was hurt by the scandal of Robert Kraft, because she feels like it gives people in the industry a bad rep. But what I'm here to tell you is massage. There's nothing wrong with that. And hey, I wouldn't be against legalizing happy endings, but as long as it doesn't involve human trafficking, because human trafficking is no good. But love and respect to you, Norma. Thank you. I appreciate that. James, hello. I get to see you live today. Yeah. Not working. Good vibes. Hey, man, all good vibes, positive vibes. If someone doesn't give you positive vibes, guess what you do? Just like you do on virtual life, you block them. You leave them behind. If someone doesn't give you good vibes, you leave them behind. But Sam, what if they did something good for me? Well, thank them and then move on with your life. Because if someone did something good for you and now you have to be a prisoner to them the rest of your life, they're not your friend. They're a manipulator. Not good. Hydration break. There's Spanish music in the background. Damn it, I wish I could speak Spanish. I got Google Translator, but I can't speak Spanish. Was I listening to Gloria Estefan? Yeah. Check out my Instagram. I was doing a whole dance. If you want to see a good dance video, go to my Instagram. My Instagram is the word inspired, the symbol underscored number 38. Now, I thought it was Gloria Estefan. My man Mike Smith corrected me. He said, Sam, who was it? I thought it was Gloria Estefan. I thought it was the Miami Sound Machine. It wasn't. Who saw my Instagram dancing in my car? He said, Sam, that's not Gloria Estefan. He said, that's Laura Brangan. Gloria. Damn, that song had me on fire, man. I just felt like I was in a Latin vibe, man, because close to Miami. It was magical. Good job. Masha, hey there. Inspiration, sunglass face emoji. I had my sunglasses on all day today. Why? Because it was 85 degrees and sunny. Would I have my sunglasses on if I was in New Jersey? Hell no. That's why I left that life behind. Live and let live. I love you and I love your daughter. Peace be with both of you. Always know that. Respect to you. I believe in you both and I love you. Always know that. I love you. Peace to you. Norma, hey Liv, love to live. Keep Liv and her daughter in her prayers and subscribe to, click on Live and Let Liv's profile picture, subscribe to her channel, leave a comment on her video, say Inspirational Nomad brought me here. Why? Because there's enough success in life to go around. And when you build around positive people want to see other positive people succeed. Positive people aren't stingy with success. If we build each other up, we become a support system, a virtual one, non-committal, where you don't have to put the chairs away after church. You want to leave this live feed because your boyfriend just texted you? Go do you. You say, Sam, I'm feeling you, but I just saw a thumbnail of a MILF porn and I want to get the hell out of here. I said, go ahead, because I give people freedom. Okay, I'm not about manipulation. I'm not about control. I like freedom. I like simple, and I like non-committal virtual relationships, and I'm in Florida. I love Florida, too. Ice Thesis is my brother from Baltimore. Sup, Sam? What's up, brother? I love you, man. I appreciate you. How do you go about finding where you are going to sleep? Well, now that I've visited Florida for several years, I did the research each time I was here. I looked online. Technology, your phone is your biggest resource. I have a variety of campgrounds, some free, some paying, some truck stops for one night, and I keep a rotation. And now I'm on a rotation. So all I have to do is keep moving and keep in that rotation, and I'm legal, compliant, and I have a schedule where I don't, very rarely now do I say I don't know where I'm going to go tonight. But that comes from years of traveling here, traveling around, exploring, some hits, some misses, researching online, and everything. And thank you. Live and let live. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate that very much, Liv. Thanks for the words of wisdom. Well, Liv, I appreciate the love and support. I appreciate that tip. It means something to me. You know, I appreciate you. You know, I watch your videos, and I believe that you have a lot to offer. And when I watch the videos, I don't just say, hey, I'm here, I'm out. No, I listen, okay? Where she talked about the challenges of being a mother, the challenges of being insecure, the challenges of letting go of a season of your life of love and passion. The disaster it is to have a roommate. I listen to her videos. I listen to why? Because she's pouring out her heart. Who cares if how many views it gets? If you want to have a YouTube channel, like if you want to do anything in life, you show up consistently. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you put in the work. And here's the thing: if you have a channel and you're sincere, even if it blows up or if it doesn't do anything, what you're doing is you're developing yourself. You're learning to look at yourself in the mirror, see your insecurities, let the whole world judge it, but still go forward. Is it for everyone? No. Have I made mistakes on it? Yes. Is it embarrassing to have other people watch you? Yes. Can it become mentally unhealthful when you get trolls? Yes. But in life, you grow and you develop as you go. So live, keep doing you, whatever you want to do. If you want to shut down your channel, shut it down. If you want to keep going, keep going. But thank you for the tip. I appreciate that. Thank you, Hank. Thank you both. Appreciate that. Love. So Ice Thesis, yep. So that's how I found campgrounds. In Baltimore, there looks to be very few places, I guess, because it's city. No, it's just the whole Northeast. Even when I was in New Jersey, campgrounds are not all year round. They're only seasonal from basically April to November. So in the Northeast, there's not a camping outdoor culture. Everything is seasonal. Even there's beach condos on the Jersey Shore that are seasonal, meaning they turn the water off in the winter and they only turn the water back on in the spring. So that's why some banks won't loan mortgages on seasonal properties because they're more a higher risk. I remember when I was looking at a seasonal condo at the Jersey Shore, and I was working with Bank of America, and there was a real estate agent who was in Florida. She was from Orange Park, Florida. And I was told her I was debating on whether or not to get a house in Florida or New Jersey. And I said, well, I think I'm going to get a small little condo in New Jersey. This is when I was thinking of downsizing, but I hadn't looked online yet as far as like nomad life, right? Tiny house living. I was just kind of looking at a smaller condo. And so I was going with Bank of America trying to get pre-approved for like $100,000 small little beach condo. And she goes, yeah, that's not going to be a problem. She goes, so, the price range is within your means, this and that. She goes, but here's the problem. What do you mean when you say seasonal? So, well, it's a seasonal property. I said, it's the water's shut off in the winter and they only turn it on in the summer. She goes, why do they do that? I go, because it's freezing up here. I said, they don't want to bust the pipes and people only visit the Jersey Shore seasonally. They don't stay there all year round. And she goes, wow, that's weird. She goes, I live in Florida. I've never heard anything like that. And she goes, well, the bank won't give you a loan because they can technically consider it unlivable in the winter. And it's a high risk. They want it to be livable, so it's a higher pool of people. So what I can tell you is I don't want to live in a seasonal place. And even in New Jersey, they turn off the beach showers. They don't leave them on all year round. It was February. I'm sweating right now. If I go to the beach, those showers are running all night long. Is that magical? Hell yeah, that's magical. Yeah, love and respect. So Ice Thesis, I'm sorry, back to your comment. I was getting to a whole nother zone, brother. Talking about the old life I left behind. Ice Thesis, what I could tell you, brother, I just broke down. In Florida, the RV culture, the nomadic movement, just like California, because they're both warm states, but I love Florida. It's abundant because it's a hot outdoor environment all year round, camping weather. Okay, it gets very hot summer, but I like it hot. So what I'm here to tell you, brother, is there's plentiful campgrounds all year round. Florida is a huge state, one of the biggest states in America, a lot bigger than Baltimore, a lot bigger than Jersey. And there's a lot of state parks, county parks, private parks. And if you're willing to keep it moving, you can be very compliant and you can live a great life. You can do Uber Eats from anywhere. You can do Instacart from anywhere, Postmates from, you don't need, and you're actually more benefit when you're mobile. Let me tell you something. Having a driver's license, being able to drive is one of the greatest assets with an up-to-date technology phone. That's how you're going to navigate the new era. Okay? It's not necessarily going to be a degree. It may be a degree. It's going to be some certifications. It's going to be showing up consistently, learning how to interface with your phone. I think one of the worst things you can do is take your phone away from your child. Because if your child doesn't know how to upload their resume via their phone, if they don't know how to operate their phone, they're not going to be able to operate in this new world. And I think people get that, but I think, just like people resisted the calculator. Remember that? You don't want to resist a calculator. You don't want to resist a car. But there were people who did that. During the different transitional shifts, people didn't want to go from horses to cars. People didn't want to go from long math to calculators. People didn't want to go from newspapers to digital articles online. Resistance of change. When you resist change, you're going to be left behind. Forget about leaving people behind. You'll be left behind. Okay? I don't care who you vote for because they're not going to pay your bills. Doesn't matter who you vote for. They're not going to pay your bills. And if you have a cleaning business, guess what would help you? If people could pay you via app, people could PayPal you, Cash App you. You got a digital document trail for all your deductions. You know what customers are your most reoccurring loyal customers. You have analytics. You have data analytics. Does that matter? In the technology era, data is gold. Okay. So I'm breaking down some science tonight, guys. All right, let's keep going back to live comments. First, I got to get a hydration break. Come on, guys. Please hit that thumbs up. Share the video. Thank you for the love. Thank you, Hank. Thank you, Live and Let Live. Aesthesis, Sunday are always the worst days for me. I understand that. And that's why, also, I moved to Florida. Why? Sam, why are you talking about that again? Because, look, even though I have to go to work, even though a Monday's a Monday for me, it's better to be a Monday in Florida at night in an outdoor cafe with a tank top on, 85 degrees, than be freezing my ass off waiting for summer to come in June. Because that's when summer comes in New Jersey. Not in May, not in April. You get some warm days. And when I say warm, lukewarm, okay? Like spit out of your mouth revelation warm in April. 60 degrees is spring. Total disaster. You know what's spring in South Florida? 75 degrees. Hot. That's how I like it. All right, don't get me upset. I love you, Thesis. Tara, Kentucky's in the house. Hey, Tara. Two hand waves emojis. I got it's very magical tonight. Colin, hey, champ. Good to see you, brother. Norma, you are getting plenty of vitamin D. Yes. Sun vibes emoji. Today we had sunshine for the first time in a week. Oh my God. How can you not see the sun in a week? I didn't understand. I used to live in New Jersey for 37 years. I went hiking at, I don't know how to pronounce that, Amicolo Falls. It was good for the soul. Norma, where is that? I don't know where that's at, Norma. Thank you. Hank, thank you again, brother. Good to see you. Love and respect to you and your dog. What's your dog's name, man? Icethesis? I was watching your older videos. Yeah, thank you. And your quality of life looks so much better, the two. Yeah, look, my YouTube channel's a year and a half old. I looked at, I don't know if it was you, somebody commented on my first video. If you Google Inspirational Nomad Genesis, that was my first video in July of 2017. And it's amazing to see the evolution, but that's what life is. I even say in my first video that life is evolution. Life is constant change. And that's what we're talking about tonight. To change and to grow and to keep up with life, because life is like a river. It doesn't stand still. You have to leave the old life behind. You can't touch the same spot. Time is like a river. You can't touch the same spot. You can't go back to the first date. You can't go back to your first love. You can't go back to, like even the other day, I was at this one place and it was magical. So I said, let me go back because it was so magical. I went back, the vibe wasn't the same. The vibe's never the same. Everything has a different vibe unique to that moment. You got to leave the old vibe behind. You got to keep going. Good job. Hank, man, love to you, brother. Masha, your videos make people feel good. Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that I'm at a point in the channel where I'm getting constant good feedback, some still negative feedback, 10% negative, but I would say over 90% positive. And that means something to me because in the beginning of having a YouTube channel, it's very lonely. It preys on your insecurities because you feel like it's never going to grow. I also did a video about that. If you look in the YouTube search bar, go Inspirational Nomad Discouraged YouTube. I did a video at the beach how discouraged I was that YouTube wasn't picking up after like 2 weeks. But it was very discouraging. You get no views, you get no, and it's like, oh, this ain't never going to work. But I said it in the video. One of my first videos when I had less than 10 subscribers. I said, I know the key. The key is to be consistent, to build it over time, and to keep going. And that's the key to most things in life. And that's why I want to encourage you to do whatever you do. You want to do Uber Eats? That's going to be the recipe. You want to do YouTube? That's going to be a recipe. You want to do a career job? That's going to be the recipe. Now, some things are better than others. Not everyone's meant to be a YouTuber. Not everyone's meant to be an Uber driver. Not everyone's meant to be an IT person. Not everyone's meant to be a construction person. So some things in life you have to quit. Doug, I see you, brother. I can't wait to represent New Mexico for you because you love New Mexico. And what I could tell you is not everyone is meant to do everything. So it's okay if you're not good at everything. Play to your strengths. And when you live a simple life, you have more options. That's why I simplify my life. So I can play more to my strengths and I'm less in the rat race. So love and respect. Thank you, Masha. Tony. And then he gave a couple like, I don't know, what are those clovers? A real man can stand alone. Yeah, by the grace of God. Thank you for being a real man. Well, thank you for the love. I appreciate that. You're very inspirational, Nomad. Thank you, sir. Thumbs up back to you, brother. I appreciate that. Norma, I have had to leave a lot of people behind. Amen emoji to you. Love lasts longer from a distance. Let me tell you something. Love yourself. I was listening to Whitney Houston. She lived a great life, very talented, but at the end, Very destructive because she felt like she no longer had her gift singing. It preyed on her insecurity. She got into a bad, unhealthy relationship with Bobby Brown and ended in a total disaster, and so did her daughters. Very sad. And I remember when they gave Chris Christie a lot of crap because he had the state of New Jersey, because she's from New Jersey. Shout out to Newark, New Jersey. And Governor Chris Christie was very conservative, but he had the state lower the American flag halfway down when she died. And a lot of people got pissed at him for that. But he said, look, we're supposed to be believers. You're supposed to believe in grace. And of course, a lot of people say, oh, no, it's only for the military. This now. They got all crazy. But what she did fail, we all fail. Her crutch was unhealthy relationships, which morphed into self-medication because she no longer had her gift of singing. She was no longer popular, and it was very hurtful. She couldn't let her old life behind her. She couldn't leave Bobby Brown behind her. So she eventually suffered. Because she couldn't leave Bobby Brown behind, because she couldn't leave her old superstar life behind, she killed herself, basically. She sedated herself to death. And so did her daughter. Very sad. But there's a powerful lesson in there, guys. Hank, I believe in God myself. Yeah, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. But I believe that everyone should do what they want and believe whatever they want. No one should be forced. It should be a love. John. Hey, Sam. Hello, all. Good to see you. Ryan B. Hello, Sam. Good to see you. Jill. Hey, Sam. Icethesis. Do you think people should be afraid to sleep at rest stops? Because I watch a lot of people say that they're afraid to. It could be, but I actually find them more comforting than being in the middle of nowhere. So I have had cops and one drunk person knock my door one time, three times, I think, at a rest area. But that's what they're there for. But I feel safer there than in the middle of nowhere, to be the truth. But everyone's different. T-Zub. Hey, what's up, T-Zub? Good to see you. Kareem, I sleep at rest stops and I'm okay. Yeah, I would say the same thing. And a lot of them do have security, whether state troopers or Securitas officers. So I feel at peace with them, but you do have to be careful because they're all a little bit different. Some don't have any security, some are a little bit remote. So I think that's the evaluation. But I feel better when there's more people around and it's like, I think you are always better. My biggest problem was when I parked at them and they were isolated and there wasn't a lot of traffic in a seasonal town in New Jersey. That's the problem. It was seasonal. There wasn't a lot of people there. You want to be in an area where there's almost a lot of people all night long, things, 24-hour Walmarts. So, it's not isolationist, for the most part. Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Inspirational Nomad. How are you today? Oh, where are you today? Well, I'm in South Florida. Undisclosed location. Why? Because I got to have some privacy. I share a lot. Some things I keep private, and that's wisdom. You can balance it out. But South Florida, the best place in the world, in my opinion. Everyone should do whatever they want. Let's take a hydration break to South Florida. Good to see you, Cheryl. Icethesis. What was your first night like in your car? Very scared. And what is different besides the location between now and then? Just like asking, good question. It's like asking, though, to give a parable. It's like asking, what was your first day like on a new job? Scary, unsure of yourself, and it takes time to learn. So anything new in life is like that. You can apply that to anything. How was your first day, first month? Scary, you're unsure of yourself, and it takes time. Does it guarantee that it will always, over time, be better? I think you'll get better, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee that it'll be for you. But everything in life is about experiences and building off them and growing and evolving. Good question. Yep. In life, there's no guarantees. That's right. There is risk management. You should manage your risk. Sometimes you take more risk than others. And if you fall, you get back up. We all fall. But life is meant to be lived. Life is not meant to just wait until you can collect Social Security, and then when you can collect Social Security, you don't have enough energy and physical capacity to do anything. You have to balance it between being responsible and living with urgency. That's truth. Hank, I saw today, I may upload tomorrow, I did a video by the beach. There was a sign for sale. It was like a custom wheelchair an old man had made for his wife, and his wife had got too sick for her to use it. It was like a type of wheelchair where you pull her on the beach, and so he was selling it. And it's a reminder when I see things like that again, the average life expectancy is approximately 80 years old, that you have to balance living responsibly with living urgently, because if you don't, you're never going to go forward. You're never going to enjoy life. Hank, Sam, I met a new lady. Oh, be careful, brother, because this is a disaster out there. I met a new lady this week, and she wants to do a nomad life with me. I give you the freedom to do what you want in my van, and I'm going to Tampa for a week, hung out with her in my van. I'm going to try it. Well, brother, I give you the freedom and the respect to do whatever you want, and I support you and I love you. I recommend for most people stay single, but I don't want to tell you how to live, and I'm not going to. That's come with maturity, because back in the day, before I did a lot of things that people said I shouldn't do, or not even that I shouldn't do, people had their opinions. What I've learned in life is, look, I want to give people the freedom to do what they want, and even if it doesn't work out, I don't never want to be the type of person where I told you so. You have the right, and you should do whatever you want, brother. I love you and I support you, and just be careful. But I don't want to control you, and I don't want anyone to control you. So all I am saying, though, is protect your interests. Your home is your van and your sanctity. Protect your dog. Be careful. People can be very nasty, man, even when they're sweet. So I love you, Hank. I know you're a kind-hearted man. Just be careful, but I want you to enjoy life. Russell Cox, very good brother. Good to see you, Russell. I like Colorado for the summer and Florida for the winter. I'm not mad at you. Right now in February, there's the most snowbirds down here anytime. But I love Florida 365, 24/7. I've been to the Jersey Shore in the summer, and it's a disaster. Beaches aren't as nice. It's crowded. It's congested. There's not as many. And I like it hot. I like it 80 degrees breezy. I like it 85, hot, muggy, sweaty, that I have to go on the beach to cool off. Have to. Why? Because I want to be in the beach. I don't want to be eating at Chipotle. Now, I'll deliver a Chipotle and DoorDash if I ever do that. Hopefully get a $10 tip. But what I'm here to tell you is, I used to have a dream of being a snowbird. I did a video series about being a snowbird. I looked at different options to do it. But what I came to realize is there's no place like Florida. And I've traveled up and down the entire east coast of the United States of America. For me, this is for me. I love you, Billy Cox. Billy's married. I'm not married. Billy wants a snowbird. I don't want to be a snowbird. So what are we saying? We're saying there's different ways to live life. Hank wants to date a girl. I don't want to date a girl. So don't let me dictate to you guys what to do. But I'm sharing for me, I don't want to be a snowbird. I'll go visit my mom. So I'll go back to New Jersey. But I left that life behind. I don't want to walk the boardwalk necessarily. I don't want to go to Jersey Shore. Now, I did a fist pump today on my Instagram, only because I was feeling the moment from the Gloria song. Oh, you guys should check that out. It's so magical. My Instagram is the word inspire, the symbol _ number 38. Let me tell you something. You're definitely going to get a kick out of that one. But what I could tell you is, I'd rather pump my own gas in Florida than wait on a gas attendant in New Jersey Shore. Why? I have to pay $5 to park, and it's a total disaster. The beaches are dumped. Boardwalks are crowded. And I'm not inspired by that. But I love you, brother. And I love Colorado, but I don't never want to leave Florida. Jill. Jill's name is 2000 Talent on YouTube. Canada is dead expensive and nothing much going on. Get to anything up north, total disaster. I'm making all moves to sell everything. There you go, liquidate. Start new, impatient. Just a start new, impatient, can't get out fast enough. 2021. Let me tell you something. I totally agree with that. It takes 2 years to downsize, so I agree with your time frame. It took me 2 years to downsize. Sam, I want to move to Florida. All right, we'll start now because it's going to take you 2 years. It's 2019 as I make this live feed, so let me tell you something. Her 2001 is approximately right. Shout out to Vicky, who wants to leave Minnesota. She's got about a 2-year timeline. It takes you 2 years to downsize. That's why you shouldn't wait to your full retirement age. Why? Because then it's going to take you even longer because you're old, you're tired, you got more stuff, you got more knickknacks. Not easy to change, harder to change when you get older. Let me tell you something. It's harder to leave your old life behind when you're older. You're not going to want to leave your grandkids. You're after 60 years of living in the same state, the same supermarkets with the same people. You know how hard it's going to be to throw out all your knickknacks with all the emotional attachments, with all the. Let me tell you something. Cut and sever all ties now and get the hell out of there. It'll take you 2 years, but start now. Why? Because it could take you 2 years no matter what. You might as well start now. It took me 2 years. I documented it on this channel. So what I can tell you is, Once you start living light, never go back. Never acquire a lot. Never live above your means, and always live where you want. You know, like my brother. Ice used to say he was saw my old videos, and even though I was inspirational, I wasn't as inspirational. Why? Because I wasn't living where I want to live. Does it matter? Yes. Look at my old videos. You'll see. I was still a happy guy, but not as happy. Oh, yeah. I'm inspired. Good job. Hydration break. Who cares who wins in 2020 as far as the presidential election? You better care about you downsizing by 2020. That's the truth. Swan Auto, shout out to you. Your license plate is so cool. Well, thank you. Funny enough, my favorite rapper is G-Eazy, all right? Has a tour he does every year called the Endless Summer Tour. Well, bro, I love Endless Summer. I spend an extra $25 a year to have a customized plate that says Endless Summer. Why? Because it inspires me. Why? Because I spent 2 years sacrificing to get down to Florida. Was I going to get a regular license plate with an orange on it? No. There's going to be a surfboard on it, magical, that says Endless Summer, because that's what we live in. I don't live in a place where there's a change of season. I hate to change the seasons. I hate to change the seasons. I hate hoodie weather. I hate picking oranges. I'm not oranges. I hate picking strawberries at a farm in New Jersey. Okay. I hate kids. That's truth. That's why I don't want to date you. I hate kids. I love kids, but I hate them. It's a disaster right there. All right. Ice what was wild? Seeing you by the news. Yeah, I did the news breaking. It didn't know Sam was near the happy place. Yeah, happy endless summer and happy endings. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like Robert Kraft. Yeah, I basically exposed that. Please, I tried to see if you were on the news, and sadly I didn't. Well, you ain't gonna see me on the news. I like to be stealth. I love you, brother. Tisa, Sam, is it possible to learn from others' mistakes, or does it take life experience? It takes both. Good question. I think you should learn from others. I've always been an observer. That helped me. But ultimately, you do have to experience some pain of your own. But I think if you add both those things into a comprehensive way of looking at life, I believe you'll be wiser for it. Deb M. Kirk is legal side hustle. I never heard of that. I have to look it up. What does that mean? Preacher ragtime. Yeah, I'm in Florida. And I'm smiling, and I don't care about anyone who doesn't like it. Hang life. The new girlfriend does DoorDash. Well, all right. Well, at least she's working. I'm gonna start that next week. Well, brother, you can do it. Take your time. Don't rush, because driving is dangerous. But if I ordered the bag just to see how it goes. I went online. I may put a referral thing in there too. I went online. It takes a week to ship. I'm gonna see what happens. I don't know. Will I do a DoorDash? I don't know. But I at least gotta get the bag and everything. Sign up. See how it goes. Why? Because it inspires me. Do we do everything through the phone? I'll do some videos about it. I think it's inspiring. I think it's a way, man, technology era, man, to make your dreams become reality. Sure, I'm inspired. Free to be me. Get that money bag emoji. Brother, free to be me. I love you, man. You're a positive person, man. I appreciate you. Ice Desus? I can't wait until... I love Florida, man. I can't wait until I go down there, Florida. Yeah, please. You need it, man. And get away from the depressing atmosphere. Oh, every time I pass by Baltimore, when you leave New Jersey, you go over the Delaware Bridge, and you're right in Baltimore. I did videos from the Baltimore Harbor. Nice place in the summer, but it's a disaster. It's a cloudy smokestack right off I-95. There's a lot of commerce in the harbor as far as like crates of goods and services coming to the harbor, but it's a disaster. It is a depressing atmosphere. I'm not even gonna lie about it. It will be hard to leave what I know. It will, though. Even though it's a disaster, it's hard to leave what you know. It's hard to leave the state, the people, the roads, the supermarkets. Even when you hate it, it's hard to leave. Even when you hate your boyfriend, it's hard to leave him. Even when you hate your girlfriend, it's hard to leave him. Like if Hank gets involved with this girl that does DoorDash and all of a sudden he hates her, it's gonna be hard to leave. It was hard to leave the Hello Kitty girl. But what I can tell you is you don't go forward unless you feel that pain and you go forward anyway. It was hard for my mom to get a divorce, but she needed to. So what I can tell you is leave him behind, go forward. Good job. He goes, it will be hard to leave. And see, you're a smart person. You're going to figure it out. And the people, but it's the best thing, yes, and I will not look back. It's what's healthy for you. How do you determine if you should leave? If anything is unhealthy for you, whether it's a state, a lover, a church, anything that's unhealthy for you, get the hell out of there. Norma, it's true. Every time I go back to Maryland, nothing and no one's changed. Let me tell you something. Amen, Norma, I love you. If you ever question if you're missing anything, go back. Go back to your lover. Go back to your church. Thank God for all those things. I thank God for even the relationships that ended in a disaster. They love me. They appreciate me. I thank God for the churches I went to. They taught me a lot. I appreciate them. I thank God for New Jersey. He gave me a career, gave me different things, good public school system. But let me tell you something. I'm thankful for all those things, but I got the hell out of there. Why? Because there's a time in life for everything. And as an adult, there comes a time we have to leave your old life behind and build your new life. Good job. Hank Life, thank you again for that tip and that super chat. Everyone, I appreciate that. And if you don't super chat, again, another way to support the channel is if you go in the description of my live feed, there's a link to the Amazon. Use that link, put stuff in a cart. You don't have to check out, but just go back through that link and I get a small commission. Hey, it's just a way of showing of appreciation. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the super chat from Hank and from Live and Let Live. Thank you, Isis. I have a speech tomorrow in front of 500 people. You can do it. You're a smart guy. And I am a little nervous, but I'm ready. Every time I have to show up, I'm nervous. Whether it's for a job, whether it's for DoorDash, whether it's for a public speaking event, whether it's for live YouTube, you're always going to be nervous. I remember taking, I won't say her name, but I knew somebody that was an R&B singer. Okay. And I was doing an event for like a church youth ministry thing. And I asked her, I said, can you come speak at it for the kids? They look up to you. And she was very gracious. I give her a lot of credit. And what I could tell you is I picked her up and we're going to the church event to speak, the youth rally, they called it. And I said, do you still, after performing, she performed, she traveled the world. She was on I just say it doesn't matter. I mean, total from Bad Boy, Pam. She had basically traveled the world, and she had been part of one of the biggest rap labels ever. And she's a woman of integrity. I got a lot of respect for Pam. And I said, Pam, do you still get nervous speaking in front of people? I mean, this was a small, maybe 100, 200 people max youth rally. And she had performed some of the biggest performers ever. And I said, do you still get nervous performing? And she says, Sam, no, I don't. Like, she said that on the way there. And then when we got there, she says, Sam, I lied to you. Even now, I still get nervous. She had performed in front of thousands of people. And even in front of a couple of people, you still get nervous. I still get nervous going to work. I still get nervous showing up. Why? Because that's just something that we feel. Because we're human. But success comes from showing up. I share it on this channel. I really don't try to give you guys a mind effing of life. I try to give you guys good, simple things I apply to my own life. And how do you get ahead in life? Doesn't matter if you want to be an R&B singer, a YouTube star, or a DoorDash person. You show up consistently. Not one day, not 2 days, consistently. Just show up. That's how you break the fear. That's how you overcome the fear, and that's how you build momentum over time in your life. Okay, showing up. Good job. You're still nervous, show up anyway. Carlin, solo traveler. Yeah, I like solo. Amen. Tony, amen. Yeah, choir's preaching tonight. Jesus. Feel the power of the ultimate warrior. One of my most inspirational guys. And though he isn't perfect, yeah, none of us are perfect. He wasn't either. I agree. By any means necessary. I take the good. Yeah, take the good from the bad. Yep, with me, with everyone. There's a scripture that says that. Take the good from somebody, leave the bad. I totally agree. Free to be me. The past is disaster. Total disaster. Emoji. I agree with that. Get free or die trying. I like that quote. Isis. Good night, Sam. Good night to you, brother. I got to go finish up my speech. Just show up and be yourself. Rip up your speech and go there with a general idea of what you want to say. And even if you fail, you won because you showed up. And if it takes you 2 more years to get invited to speak somewhere else, you're going to be scared again. You show up again. How do you go forward in life? You show up even when you're scared. That's truth. And he goes, I will do video. We're going to pray for you too. Prayer emoji. I will your videos before the speech and relax myself. Yep. Love what you say. I love what you do and stay safe. Same to you, brother. Peace to you. I'll pray for you tomorrow, brother. Tony Rain. Purple, green, yellow hearts. Thank you. Love and respect. Norma from Texas. Love and respect. Norma from. Okay, he get that. Norma. All right, thank you. Live. Sam. You brought tears to my daughter's eyes. Love to you. But she receives your message. Love. Love to you, Liv. Love to your daughter. Love and love. Tara. I seen you rocking out. Now, did you see that? You guys are good. I'm telling you, that's one of my best Instagram posts to date. You were in the moment. Yeah, I was in a moment. Instagram is the word inspire, the symbol underscore number 38. Inspire underscore 38. Let me tell you something. I'm giving out. You're going to see it. Tony, smiling. Yeah, sunglass face emoji and 100 emoji. Tony, not rocking it. Liv, thank you again for the tip. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Liv. I appreciate it. Doug, I was thinking about you today because you guys know how I represent for Florida. I think Florida is the best state in the entire country, entire world. But I always know that different people want to live different places. So I said, does anyone love their state more than me? And I thought about that for a minute because I know Swan Auto. I know he likes Vermont. I said that guy likes Vermont, and I thought about Doug. I said, hold on a second, hold on a second. I forgot about Doug. Nobody loves this. I'm not gonna say more. You love your state more than I love Florida, but I would say you love your state as equally as I love Florida. Doug loves New Mexico. Doug loves New Mexico. His wife's name is Pam. Okay. I'm not gonna say that. All I'm gonna say is Doug is a good man. When no one would watch my videos, he left some of the most kind, inspirational comments. He's recently been out of job for 5 weeks, trying to get to retirement, but he's already living where he wants, and that's retirement. I'll never forget it. Let's see what Doug got to say. Hey, Sam. Good to see you. Same to you. Things are going well. Good. I'm going to start week 6. There you go on your job. See, show up. Things are going very well. Show up and it'll go well. How about you? Brother, I'm in Florida with a tank top on in the middle of February. What do you think? I love you. What is your plan for this week? Show up for work tomorrow. Show up for YouTube. Get my DoorDash initiation thing. And I don't know. We'll see. Just make the most of my life. Live inspired. Walk by the beach. I'm already living where I want to live. So I'm just doing tweaking. I'm already living where I want to live. That was a core driver. I already lost 200 pounds. That was a core driver. I built my career. I'm building my YouTube channel. I'm going to build other side hustles. Why? Because I'm trying to just tweak. I'm not doing major changes to my life. I'm tweaking to try to make my life progressively better. And I'm sharing it with you because I want to make your life progressively better. I was never one of those people like, oh, I'm going to get all this and then I'm not going to tell people. I tell people anything I know, I learn from my insecurities to life lessons to financial things, anything, because I am not the type of person. Like I remember when I visited Florida, people said, Sam, don't share with people about that because you don't want to like spoil that nice. But I said, look, I want to tell people exactly what it is because I want people to be, whether it's a town, whether it's a hustle, I want you to build your best life. And even leave me behind if it means your best life. Oh yeah, go forward. Good job. Deb, is there a good app to find nomad places to sleep? I don't use an app. I use Google Maps. I think Google Maps is the best place. I think Google Maps area, the places you want to go, then zoom out, look at the terrain, look at the land masses that have a lot of green, because those may be forests or campgrounds. Then Google campgrounds near this area. Through Google searches and Google Maps, I'm able to get a general structure of the area and layout. And then I just build a perimeter. I want to know where the closest Planet Fitness is. I want to know where the closest Starbucks is, where the closest Walmart is, and where the closest beach is. That's a perimeter. I did a video on that in my Nomad playlist. So you find a general area, you do a Google map search, you get a view of the terrain, you do a campground near this area search, and then you build the perimeter based on those things: Planet Fitness, Starbucks, Walmart, beach area, etc. So I think anyone can do it. It's just a matter of building that perimeter. Norma, I love Live and Let Live videos. She's got a lot of insight. I keep telling you guys. Good job, Norma. Thank you for supporting her and loving her. I also recommend her. Norma, we recommend you too, and we appreciate you. Thank you, Norma. Liv, hey, Norma. Thanks, yeah, prayer emoji. Sweetie, I appreciate the love. It's good to encourage people. Look, block anyone that is negative for your mindset and wait for the right people to come into your life so you can build a positive, healthy support system that's equally yoked, that gives you the freedom to be you. Sometimes you may have to be lonely. I did many live chats lonely. I did many videos lonely. I did many times in my life lonely. I pruned my life until only healthy, positive people are around. Why? Because I'm willing to build it the right way. And that's what it takes time. Good job. Doug, I got to get the preacher right. Damn, it's hot. Said Doug. Sam, now that I am working for the RV dealership, he could probably get everyone a discount, and doing estimate damage, etc. I am learning so much. Yeah, you're learning that there are, in many chances, those RVs aren't working. That's why people keep trading them in. Nomadic Fanatic doesn't want it anymore. It's a disaster. The techs fixing them think many trailers, Class Cs and Class As, are pieces of crap. Well, I think they are too, but I will never be against anyone who wants to buy one, because I almost did, and I may. But I like, if you're single, definitely I like car or van option. I love the Jeep Renegade. Next is going to be a Toyota Prius. Then after that, maybe a van. Final thing, maybe an RV. But do whatever you want. But I totally agree. For the money you spend, 50 to 100K or even 75K, something in that range, it's not worth it. In my opinion, you'd be better off doing a van build out if you really wanted something. I agree with that, brother. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. I love you, Doug. Submarine vet, Boston in the house. Yo, homie. I was in White Mountains in New Hampshire this weekend. and on my way back to Mass, I seen a Renegade. The Renegade still inspires me. I had my Jeep Renegade for 3 years, Trailhawk Edition. Do I recommend getting a Renegade? Yes. How is it on gas efficiency? Great. I get about 30 miles per gallon. When it's really slow in the city, maybe 25 miles per gallon, but that's great. Look, if you're going to do a delivery service, Uber, Lyft, gas, you're gonna want an efficient vehicle. You damn sure ain't going to be doing Uber or DoorDash in a Class C or a Class A, okay? So you just limited your options when you get an RV. You can do side hustles to some extent when you have a big, inefficient vehicle because the money you're going to burn in gas and wear and tear is not practical. So again, why do I tell you I like the most simplest options, the most efficient? Because it gives you the most options. The bigger you go, the more complex, the less options. The more options, the more leverage, the more flexibility. Oh, it's just a win. And then he goes, I saw a Jeep Renegade with Florida plates. Yeah, it wasn't me. I'll never go back up north unless I was visiting my mom. But I knew it wasn't you, yeah, because the sticker didn't have a surfing sticker. Yeah, it's not. Let me tell you something. You knew it's not me because I'm not in Florida. I'll never leave Florida unless I have to visit my mom in New Jersey. I love you, Submarine Vet. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone in Boston. Shout out to my guy, John Suttles. Everyone in Boston, I love you. Sal, Texas in the house. Thumbs up, brother. Thank you for everyone who clicks the thumbs up button and shares the video. Thank you, Sal. Good to see you. Love and respect to Texas, man. Longhorn State. Submarine Vet. Plus, if it was you, I would have chased you and got your autograph. Well, I appreciate the love, man. Thank you. Please, guys, if you ever do see me in the street, though, please don't chase me because, like I say, I'm just 99.9% of the time I'm by myself, and I don't want to just approach me with caution because that's just how I am. And I got things on me, and I don't want to do anything crazy. I love you. Thank you. Camera. Would you consider doing a road trip? If so, where would you go? I already did a road trip, and that was part of my journey. I up and down the entire east coast of America. So I did my road trip. So I went to Vermont. I went to Boston. I went to everywhere. South Carolina, North Carolina. I did it. I documented some on my channel. So I think there's a season of your life where you should travel around to see what areas you like most. I travel around the entire state of Florida too. So I know what areas I like most. So I don't want to go anywhere else at this point in my life because nothing else inspires me like Florida. But I think that you should spend a season of your life traveling around to see what areas inspire you most. And then you realize that you're not missing anything because there's one area that inspires you the most. I don't like to constantly travel. I like to constantly move, but not travel. And there's no state like Florida. I've traveled up and down the East Coast of America. I've been to Boston, been to Baltimore, been to New York, been to Pennsylvania, been to Pittsburgh, North Carolina, South Carolina, Washington, D.C. What inspires me? Florida. Do I want to travel outside of Florida? No. Now, but there may be a season in your life that you may want to. Good job. I love you, Cameron. Tony, Revelation warms. Yeah. And for those who aren't in a church game, there's a scripture in the book of Revelations that says, you're neither hot nor cold, you're like lukewarm water, so I'll spit you out. Basically meaning people who are indifferent, people that are just wishy-washy, they never get stuff done, okay? And they basically, it's not good. God doesn't look at that. But however, I don't want to get over religious because it's not about that. People know what I'm talking about. Good job. Norma? That made me laugh too, Tony. I'm glad you guys picked up on that. Thank you. Johnny, society thinks they need to be in a relationship marriage to be happy. You speak the truth. Well, I appreciate that. I think society's waking up. I think they're waking up that you don't need to be in a relationship. There's free porn. You just masturbate. And look, all you need is a phone. You could do Uber. Okay. So there's a lot of things society about to wake up to. Good job, Todd. I love Colorado, but ready to go someplace more. I ain't mad at that. Love and respect. Love and respect back to you, Todd. Good to see you, Todd. You're seeing us. I hope you're still in here, Todd. Todd, are you out there? I see you. I see you, Todd. I see everyone out there leaving a comment. Thank you. Tony. Oh, 2 heart emojis. I understand, Norma. Let's live our best life. Yep. We might only get one shot. You only get one shot, I believe. But we're all terminally ill. The average life expectancy is 80. How old are you? What's your age? Take 80 right now everyone has a phone, I would think. In your phone, you probably have a calculator app. You're not doing long math anymore, okay? They fought cars. They fought changing from horses to cars. They fought changing from long math, written math, to calculators. And they're fighting going to phones for use of everything. But right now, go into your phone app, go to your calculator, put 80 in. Put the number 80 in your phone calculator app. Now put the minus symbol, hit the minus symbol. Now put your age. Then hit equal. On average, that's how much time you have left. And then you should deduct another 10. Why should I deduct another 10? Because after 70, your options go down. Your physical abilities go down. and you're not going to want to travel as much. Why? Because I'm out here on the road and I see it. Okay. And so what I can tell you is living. Good job. Doug, Sam, I have been trying to help some friends. Don't do that. Just help yourself and live your best life through bad situations. Don't do that, brother. By giving them inspirational message each morning. All right, well, do your best. But how do you get uninspired? By trying to inspire others. How do you inspire others? By just being yourself. If you just do the things that inspire you, the right people will find your inspiration. They'll come to you. It's like a light. It's like a flame in the middle of the night. I was at a campground last night and there was an argument. And what I could tell you is it was a, a, a fire. It's like that little thing that used to buzz snap the mosquitoes. Bzz, 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 like, you know, the light. Just be a light. Excuse me. Just be a light that zaps mosquitoes. Don't chase the mosquitoes. Just be a light and they'll come to you and they'll get zapped. You don't want to chase the mosquitoes. Why? Because you're not going to catch them. Not good. And he goes, by giving them inspiration messages. I'm telling them to believe in them. Also reminding them of what they mean to me. Well, brother, like I said, you're a very inspirational person. How did I almost lose my inspiration in life by trying to inspire others? How did I almost lose my inspiration in life in trying to inspire others? I inspire others. I want to inspire others. That's why I have a YouTube channel named Inspiration, but I don't try to inspire others. I try to be myself. I try to live an inspired life, and that's how you inspire others. When you try to inspire others, you don't. When you try to say everyone, when you try to do an altar call, no one really feels it. When you're just being yourself and being the best person God created you to be, then that's the altar call. Don't try to do anything. Just be your best self. What does the world need? The world needs more people who their souls are on fire. If you look at my Instagram and you see me singing today, I inspired people. Why? Because I was just in my zone. Okay, I wasn't doing an altar call, but I guarantee you some people came to the Lord after they saw that video. You should go to my Instagram right now. My Instagram is the word inspire, the symbol underscore number 38. Sean, the Oscars are way overrated in my opinion. Everything on TV is overrated. TV is a disaster. YouTube took over years ago, and whoever isn't caught up on that, they're totally left behind. If you're still watching regular TV, I don't know where you're at. You're definitely not in Florida. I love you, Sean. Free to be me. In the words of God Smack, I stand alone. Well, brother, in the words of Inspirational Nomad, I masturbate alone. Good job. Sean Murphy. God Smack must be modern day metal music. I'm not meant to. A-Rash, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Another Canadian is the house. Sean Murphy is from Canada, and A-Rash is from Canada. Hey, Sam. I enjoyed your breaking news clip. Thank you, brother. Maybe you'd like to start another channel or political reporting and interacting with locals. That's interesting. Maybe that's possible. I enjoy doing stuff like that, and it is a little bit different, so you don't want to kind of like intermingle too many things. Thank you for the suggestion. Another stream of revenue and possibly fame of local TV. Well, I would have to enjoy to do it, because at this point in my life, living simple, I am trying to build different streams of revenue, but I also want to do things I enjoy to do. I was looking at DoorDash. It seems like I want to enjoy doing it because it's kind of like fits my zone. I like driving. I did videos. I like driving. I like using technology. I like virtual relationships. I'm not committed to anyone. That's all part of it. I do like talking about politics and local stuff sometimes, so that's a possibility. But I also have to be mindful not to burn myself out. I mean, even now, my main job is the main thing. So, but that's a good point. Thank you for the suggestion, Sean Murphy. I listened to this band, Linkin Park. Yeah, I like that band. They have some good songs. The guy committed suicide, the head singer. He's a lot of suicide messages in his songs, Chester, and of course, look what happened. Yeah. Well, look, I definitely believe that, your words are powerful, but your words are a reflection of what's in your mind. But you have to be conscious of, being careful what you allow in your mind. Because to a certain level, you have to take, every thought captive, and you have positive people around you. And you have to have positive self-talk. But it's a battle for a lot of people. A lot of people struggle with bad thoughts, with bad self-talk. As I become older, I'm more conscious. But the best thing for me is to just go for a walk, burn off that energy, and be by myself. I'm not saying that's the best thing for everyone, but for me, that's how I burn off negative energy. Be by myself and walk and stay in a healthy, happy place. Everyone has their own issues, but I would agree, Tony. Have free. Eye of the Tiger. Yeah, I like that song. Eye of the Tiger was a great song, man. That whole Rocky movement was magical. Doug, Sam. Good news for me. My job is very active. Plus, I work out. Well, there you go. See that? How do you get in good physical and mental health? By being active, by working out. And he's been managing my meal portions. Well, that's true. True portion control. It takes a while to do that, though. Guess my pants fit wonderfully. Yeah, and I have more energy. I also sleep better. Yeah, look, and then that's the thing when you've been out of work for a long period of time, if you're not structured, or you get into a funk because you don't have enough structure, you don't have enough goals, that you sleep more, you drink more, you don't feel as good about yourself because you're not as confident because revenue's not coming in. It's scary. I've been there. So that's why I tell you, especially in today's world, just when you're totally lost in life, just keep moving. When you're totally lost in life, just keep moving to keep a flow, because life is a flow. And when you stay idle, you're going to get out of shape physically and mentally. And there's nothing like game speed, though. Like now, Doug's back in the workforce, not like game speed. But I'm not saying that you have to be in the workforce, but side hustles, and even if you're totally at a point where full retirement, stay active. I always remember those commercials with arthritis. They say a body in motion stays in motion. The Even if you have arthritis, you're still better to move, because if you just let your bones sit, uh, the blood stops flowing. It's not good, and you definitely go sleep better. I agree with that. Scotty, what's up, man? He's saying the internet sucks here. Jonathan Dixon. Yeah, you got to go all the way to the back Riverside. The Riverside. What is that, like the Riverside? Not the convention hall, but they call it like something like the community center, or the community room there in the back of the campground. But yeah, that internet's garbage. Most campsite stuff are garbage. Good to have you, brother, here. Another Canadian. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters from Canada. A lot of Canadians down here, man. And Scotty, I hope your camper's going good. I hope you had a good, safe trip. Look, Florida's magical. That's a great park. One of my favorite parks. I did a video from there. And what I can tell you, brother, is you're 10 minutes away also from the Bill Belichick controversy. Shout out to you, man. For me, hey, yes, sir, Tony. Artificial intelligence. Good evening, sir. Good evening, brother. Good to have you back. Artificial intelligence. Thank you for everything last night. I've been thinking about you. Love to. Thank you for coming back. Good evening. Ever bought clothes from a thrift store? No, I didn't. I buy mainly now from Walmart. So to me, just as more cost effective to buying for Walmart. I mean, I only have a few bags, a few clothes in a bag, so I don't really buy clothes unless when my shirts get too dingy. I just buy another shirt. So I just go to Walmart. I don't think anything really could beat that cost. I mean, I'm sure you could probably get a little bit cheaper in a thrift store, but I just like new and simple, and I don't wear a lot of clothes. I'm past that season of my life, and that's why I like virtual jobs, virtual side hustles, because you don't have to get dressed up in a suit or a construction outfit, which I've worked construction. I've had to work where I dress up. And with virtual jobs, whether it's IT, whether it's YouTube, whether it's DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, I mean, you have to be somewhat presentable sometimes, but you don't have to be all dressed up. You don't have to be uncomfortable. You don't have to wear underwear. And that's what I want. Love to you, brother. Good to see you. Thank you, Artificial Intelligence, again for everything. I appreciate you and I respect you, Tony. Yes, man. You got the notification bell? Live and let live. Your positive energy radiates throughout the universe. Amen. Without you even knowing it. Amen. You are a child of God. I thank you. And I'm thankful to be on this planet with you. A peace emoji and dove emoji. I see that dove. Shout out to the dove. And the tattoos of the dove. Love to you. Shout out to Daddy Geek Tarot. I left Michigan. Oh, it's a disaster over there. I love Michigan. I love my guy Ramblin' Birkin. He was one of my first viewers. Michigan's a disaster. At 17, 1 month shy, 18. Love my family up there. You got to leave them behind. Oh, yep. But it's the same or worse every time I go back. Yeah, you're not missing anything. My longest stay was almost 2 months in the colder winter. Don't even visit your family members for the holidays. Why? Because it's more crowded. Wait till off time to visit them and then get the hell out of there as soon as you can. I totally agree. I love you, Terry. You did the right thing. Tony, fire emoji, united we stand. I agree with that. Fire emojis more. I'm in the U.S. Air Force. He's a U.S. Air Force veteran. Love and respect to you and all the veterans. God bless you and all that served. Yep. And for most of all that we serve. Yes, shout out to the Coast Guard too. Okay, never forget the Coast Guard. I totally agree. Love and respect to Tony. Tara. I'll leave anyone behind, honestly. Look, sometimes I can't wait to leave people behind. Sometimes people aggravate me, and I said, I don't think this person realizes I like cutting off people. Not because I'm mean, because I like to be alone. 99.9% of the time I'm alone. So I want positive people in my life, but only virtually. Good job. Michael, Tara, what about your kids? Big Dirty. Hey, Big Dirty, what's up, man? Hey, Sammy. Our YouTube is up, all right, to 7 subscribers. There you go. Might seem like no, last day got started. That's how I started. But we definitely worked for all 7. Yep. Can't wait to get first 10. Well, click on his channel and support him. But you got to answer the comments, brother. I love you. And you got to upload daily. And you got to speak. And you have to put energy into it. How many videos do you have up? Big Dirty, how many videos do you have up? Have you been uploading either weekly or daily? Are you on a schedule? Are you answering every comment? Every time you think of something inspirational, you should write it down on your phone. Are you writing down ideas for videos, or are you just letting them come to your mind and then forgetting them? So if you want a YouTube channel, every time you have an inspirational idea, you're not going to be able to make a video, so you write it down on your phone for later on. And then later on, even if you're not inspired, that's a structure that guides you to make a video, because you have to have a schedule. You have to upload daily. You have to interact with it. You have to put energy into it. So I love you, Big Dirty. I've supported you. I'm a subscriber. I comment on your videos. I like your videos. Why? Because I want to see you do well. I'm not the type of person where I want to do well and I want other people to do bad. I want everyone to do well. So I support you. I'm a supporter. I'm not just giving you lip service. I'm actually subscribed. But I'm also giving you advice from someone who's been exactly where you are. You have to have a consistent upload schedule. You should write down ideas as they come to you. And then even if you're not inspired, you look back in your phone and you say, look, I got to get my ass in gear. I got to put energy into this channel. Okay, and when someone leaves a comment, you got to try to respond. Especially with 7 subscribers, you should be responding before they even comment. Okay, I can't believe I left a comment and didn't get responded to for 2 days. I almost unsubscribed to you, brother. I love you with all my heart. Good job, Tara. I'm 32 and choose to never have children. Well, I'm the same way. I think everyone should get a vasectomy. Swan Auto. I've been so inspired by YouTube. I love YouTube. I think YouTube's better than college. I think YouTube's better than a boyfriend or girlfriend. I think YouTube is better than having kids. He goes that I've been so inspired by YouTube that even though I get tied up during the week after 2 years of trying to do weekly uploads, my schedule, that I'm committed to this is every Monday. Well, I agree with that, Swan Auto. I want everyone to support you. Look, people saying they're going to upload videos regularly is like people who say that in January they're going to go to the gym every day or they're going to go to the gym every week. You have to look at it the same way. Everyone joins the gym in January and February and they say they're going to make a habit to go to the gym every day. But then in March and April, no one goes to the gym. Right now, there's not a lot of people in the gym. And there was a lot of people a month ago. Shout to the super chat. I'm putting energy into it and never seeing that. I appreciate that. And what I can tell you is you have to treat YouTube like the gym. You have to not just say you're inspired to do it in January when you're fat and out of shape and you just got done stuffing your face from the holidays. You got to do YouTube when you're tired, cranky, and you have a written list of ideas that you want to do. Doug, good night for this time. I love you. That's it. YouTube's a job, side hustle. You got to put energy into it and got to be consistent. Not easy, I know, but that's what it is. I love you, Swan Auto. I love you, Big Dirty. I love you, Mark Travels. Deb, what happens when you are sick and need to get medicine while traveling? Same thing when I was in the house. I go to CVS. I get NyQuil. I sleep. I throw up in my car in a bag. And I lay down. What would I do when I was in my house? I would go to CVS, get NyQuil, come back to my house, throw up in a bag, and sleep in my bed. So I do the same thing, no difference. Thank you, Deb. Tara, seems like everybody has kids. It's cute and all, but not for me. I'm not mad at that. Not now, possibly ever. I'm not mad if you want to have kids. I'm not mad if you don't. I love everyone. And I love you, Tara. Doug, I spent my first 16 years in New Mexico. You love New Mexico, and I love you. Then 30 in Cali. Now I'm back in New Mexico. Yep. Should never look. If you ever go to Florida, if you ever leave New Jersey and go to Florida, never go back to New Jersey. Now you should do whatever you want. But I was thinking about that today. I said I pray for everyone who ever came to Florida and then left Florida. Do they regret it? I don't know, and I don't want to speak from them, and I don't want to hurt them. But I feel like they regret it. I'm not living the same place in New Mexico. All this has been good for me. Doug, I love you, brother, and I know you love New Mexico, and New Mexico should be happy and proud to have you. Michael Rubin. I hear you, thank you. Luckily, mine are older. I'm not mad at that. But I want to move away from this awful place, but my kids are here. That's what happens. I did a video about that. You'll never move because you'll never want to leave family. You got to leave them behind. Your kids have their own life. They're going to leave you behind when you get old. They're going to hope that you don't have a lot of hard assets, because when you die, they want to have an estate sale. They want to liquidate your assets. They want to pay off their college loan debt, or they want to they're going to have to pay for their kids' college. And they're sad that, you're dying, but they don't care. They want to liquidate your assets, and they want to cremate you because it's cheaper. So let me tell you something. You got to move on with your life. Your kids are grown now. And your wife, it's going to be tough for your wife to do it because she's going to want to spend time with your grandkids. But that's how you spend your whole life, living somewhere uninspired. There's so many uninspired people in this world, I can't even tell you. I could do a video every day about uninspired people, but I don't want to do that. What should you do? Whatever you want. Michael, what should you do? Whatever you want. I preach be you. But what I'm here to tell you is when you die, life goes on without you. Your grandkids will get old enough where they don't want to see you. Your kids don't want to see you now. They're in the rat race. Your kids are in the rat race. And they don't have time for you. And your wife, she's not the same person you married. Her whole hope now is just to see grandkids, and her grandkids don't want to see her. And when they see her, they just want something from her. That's the realities of life. So what should I tell you? I tell you do whatever you want, but that's my observation in life. I love you. Tara, where is it, Michael? Norma, Tara, I don't have kids. Sean Murphy, it all depends what you want in life. I agree with that. Some apples, some like oranges. I agree. I like Florida oranges. Do I like New Jersey apples? No. New Jersey is called the Garden State. Do I ever want to go back to New Jersey? No. Do I ever want to eat New Jersey apples? I don't care. Do I want Florida oranges? Yes. Do I want to live anywhere else in Florida? No. All right. So let's continue. It doesn't matter to me. No, it doesn't matter to me either. I want to stay in Florida. Tara, you're also Norma. Good job. Michael, I'm in Massachusetts. Oh, shit. Love and respect to Massachusetts. It's a disaster up there, man. I love you, brother. Norma, takes one to know one. Yeah, it's true. Camera. What is some advice you would tell your younger self? Don't borrow money from family. If you have to borrow money from family to buy a house, to buy a car, it's above your means, live below your means. And that's the number one thing. Doug, at a job or anything, show up. I totally agree with that. Show up if you're ready to go. I agree with that. I also make sure to say good morning. Yes, show up with a smile and a positive attitude. I agree with that. I think it lifts some spirits. I agree with that. You get a positive review. If you do a DoorDash and you show up with a smile, well, you get a positive review. Well, you get a better chance of doing that if you show up with a frown. Okay, so same thing at work. How do you get a positive review? Try to show up positive and do your job. Good job. And he goes, list mine as well. Be a positive light always. I agree with that. Let your light shine. There was a whole gospel song about that. Let your light shine. Data Geek. Got a head cold. Oh, I'm sorry. So quiet tonight, but listening. Data Geek, I'm glad you're listening. Purple Prius, one of my biggest supporters. Data Geek, I see your new profile picture with your Prius. You guys should subscribe to Data Geek. Why? Because she's a kind person. She's got the best purple Prius out there in the game. And she's getting ready to face some serious life decisions on whether or not to leave certain people behind. What should she do? Whatever she wants. Do I love her regardless? Yes. Go forward in life, guys. Good job. Sean Murphy. In 2020, I will eliminate all internet activity in my life. I'm not mad at you. I never want to be anywhere where there's not internet. I was at Grout Pond in Vermont where there was no internet. Mountains. Shout out to Swan Auto. It was a total disaster. I never want to be anywhere where there's not internet. So, but I love and respect you, brother. Scotty B, going to watch repeats more. Thank you, brother. McDonald's tears. Yeah, I love Florida. Too nice and hot. Yeah, Scotty B is from Canada. We met last year on YouTube because I did a review on a campground in Florida. He visited it. He likes it. He likes Florida. He likes Canada, but I think he loves Florida. Just like my man Trent News from Canada, who has houses in Fort Lauderdale. Love and respect. Hydration break to everyone at All Night McDonald's. You can do Uber Eats at McDonald's right now. Doug, just Scotty B, just order Uber, but your internet sucks at the campground. That's why I never want to be anywhere without internet. Right now, you can be at your campground and you can get Uber Eats, but you can't. Why? Because you don't have internet. Internet is the most essential thing in life. Good job, Doug. About me. I love New Mexico. Pam, yeah. And now we're out and again. I'm not mad at that. We went to 3 Indian ruins nearby. Okay. I went to see 3 beaches today with a lot of MILFs. Okay. I will be putting up photos. Yes, so I on my Instagram. I already put some up on my Instagram. But he'll be putting up a story about it on his trip on his Facebook page in the next day or two. Well, Doug, what's your Facebook page? Let us support you. Matthew, hey, yo, what's up, man? Good to see you again. Thank you. Thank you for answering my questions. Matthew, thank you for being here. And if I try to read each and every live comment every night on this channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, join the channel, leave a comment. If I ever miss your comment, please write it again, because I'll read it. Okay, good job. Norma, tweaking has a different meaning here, Sam. I'm not mad at that. Well, yeah, tweaking, yeah, I mean like doing drugs. I hear you. Everything has a different meaning to every people. All I could tell people is, look, you in life, you have to define what words mean to you, but I know what tweaking means. What I can tell you is, everyone do them. I love you, Norma. Matthew, would you ever do a car tour? I did one initially, but I want to keep some privacy. I do ones on the inside. I'm not ready to do one on the outside yet. I want to keep a little bit of privacy. On your next upcoming videos. Good comment, and I can understand. I would want to see it too. I've done some on the inside. They're in my playlist. If you go to my YouTube channel, go to playlist Nomad Life. I did a lot on the inside. I did do one on the outside. I took it down initially because I want to keep some privacy. Maybe one day I'll do that though. Thank you. Ravel, you are the best. Well, so are you. Heart emoji back to you. Beautiful flower emojis that are still alive in Florida now. Why? Because Florida's endless summer. Flowers don't die. In New Jersey or in the up north states, in Massachusetts, in Canada, flowers, trees, everything dies in the winter. Is that inspiring to me? No, I don't want to die. I want to live in the winter. Okay? I don't want to waste 8 months out of my year dying in the winter. Okay? I want to live all year round. That's why I came to Florida. Good job. Warren G. What do you do for a PO box? I just have a mailbox. Don't you need a physical mailing address? Yeah, there's a lot of mailing services. There's different ones. Bob Wells and a lot of other nomads. They're all over YouTube. YouTube is better than college. All you have to do is look. How do you get a nomad or whatever? How do you get a RV mailbox? It's all over the internet. So there's people that have whole channels dedicated to like those specific topics. They can explain it better than me, but that's how I found out. All you gotta do is just Google it. There's plenty of ways to do it. There's more than one way. Just Google it. They're out there. Doug, I may not be tuning in live to all your videos, but you always support, and I appreciate that, and I feel your love. You know that I'm always looking and listening. I know you are, and believe me, like I said, some of your comments really helped me in the beginning. You won't get rid of me that easy. I love you, brother. To everyone, have a good night. Doug, we love you. Love to you and Pam. Milano down in Miami. There was an RV show today, or all weekend, in West Palm Beach, but Milano didn't go because his friends Emilio's family member was sick. Love to you, prayers to you, and still praying for Emilio's family member. The BBT, South Carolina's house. BBT says, question for you. You're a desert island, all right, with a beautiful woman. I don't want that. I'd rather have a virtual robot. Would you rather they are top heavy or bottom heavy? I'd rather they are not there. Okay, that's my answer. I'd rather they're virtual. They're in my phone with different thumbnails, different ones to pick from, and then as soon as I'm tired with it, I just turn off my phone. But that's what I would love to have, and that's what I do have, and that's what I want. I love you, BBT. Norma. You are really tempting me to get Instagram. We should. Why? Because it's just another way to have inspiration, connection, and it's the way we communicate in today's world. You should have an up-to-date phone. You should have an Instagram. You should even have a Facebook. You should have a YouTube. You should have an Uber. You should have all that stuff. Why? Because it makes your life more convenient. Can you figure it out? Yes. Will it be some pain initially? Yes. How long does it take to get used to a new phone? 2 months to 2 weeks to 2 months. After 2 months, totally worth it. Why? Because you're living a better life. You don't need to look at a newspaper. You don't need to look in a dictionary. You don't need to look in a Bible. You don't need to look at a map. You don't need to look at anything. You don't need to go into your wallet for a credit card. Your credit card is on your phone. Samsung Pay, Apple Pay, everything's virtual. Okay, relationships, currency, connections, and it's all worth it. Even my Starbucks has an app, and it's well worth it. Good job. Oh, I'm almost at all live comments. I did good. Sarah, you guys did good. Sarah, Jersey. I lost inspiration for a bit. I understand. Just keep going. Had to take a step back. Sometimes I've done that as well, so nothing wrong with that. And reevaluate my life. I've done that. Had to reset. I've done that, so no shame. I'm not where I want to be. I've been there, but I feel good knowing that I'm on the right path. I'm sorry, not Norma. Jersey, you fall 7 times, you stand up 8. I've been there, and so don't feel bad. Love to you. Love to you. Doug, to the Canadians in the audience, go Winnipeg Blue Bombers. All right, that must be RV. The only football this American watches. Yes, I'm the only Bomber fan in New Mexico. I don't watch any sports anymore, but I love you. I do see a Rider fan down here. Yikes. George gave an address. Good to see you, George. Doug, good night for this time. Good night to you, Doug. Big Dirty. We're at 10 videos. I check all the time for new comments so I can answer them right away. I will start writing down ideas. There you go, brother. I love you and I want you to succeed and I support you. Artificial intelligence. Could you please talk about starting YouTube some more? Okay. Whatever thoughts come to mind. What expectations did you initially have when you started? The first thing is how to start a YouTube channel. You have to come up with a name because your name is going to guide the structure. You have to have a structure of anything in life, just like a business. First thing is you got to have a name. Think about your name. Then collect the artwork, collect your profile picture, collect your background, create a channel, tell no one, upload no videos, start with a name. You have to get the thumbnail of your profile picture. You have a name, now you have artwork. That's step 1. You've created a channel, step 1. Step 2, you should make it a habit of any time you have something inspired that you want to talk about, but you're not in a position to write a video, you write it down on your phone. You make a note. Step 3, you upload a video, you feel insecure about it, you feel it's crap, and you upload it anyway, and you keep it public, and now you share it and you're off to the races. You're going to spend probably at least a year before you even have a chance of monetization. So there's nothing wrong with money inspiring you to do it as a side hustle. Nothing wrong with that. That's inspiration for all of us. But you have to understand, just like most things in life, it's going to take time to build. Start with your initial structure, write down ideas, upload videos. You're going to feel insecure about yourself. It's going to cause bad mental health because no one's going to watch them. And you're going to feel like it's crap, it's not worth it, and it may not be worth it. Only 5% of YouTubers make anything to speak of. So 95% failure rate. But should you still do it? I still do it. And you should do other things too. You should work a full-time job. You should do Uber. You should do Lyft. You should do DoorDash, whatever you want. And you should just keep doing stuff until you figure out what works best for you. You should refine it as you go. And that's how I did it. That's the best advice I give. Amen. Which earphones are you using? Walmart $7 earbuds. Right from Walmart. They last about 4 months, 6 months, and then you get a new pair. $7 earbuds. That's all you need. Walmart. Good job. Collaring. Have a great night all. Solo travel. I'm just going to call you Solo Traveler. Have a great night also. Love to you and peace to you. Big Dirty Sam. Thanks for the plug on the channel. You know I got you. If I ever get to 1,000 subs, try to get to 100 first. Brother, you got 10 subs right now. Or you don't even have 10. Your first goal to have a YouTube channel is to get 100 subs. Okay? See, he wants to get 1,000 because that's the monetization rate. And I understand that. But it takes a long time to get to 100. Okay? For 1,000, it's going to take almost a year. And then I hope you get it before then. But that's all I'll tell you. You got to break every big thing down to small steps. But before you worry about 1,000 subs, you got to worry about having a steady rotation of upload videos and putting energy and time into your videos. Not just editing, but making a connection. Good job. And then he goes, I'll never forget your support. Now you'll forget me, but that's okay. Life's about leaving people behind, and I love you. And all your tips. I love you too, brother. Thanks again for asking your subs to follow us. Yeah, I do, but make sure you put in the work. Much love and respect. Same back to you. I love you. Shout out to you, Omar. African Mason. Hey, Sam. Hey, all. Hey, African. How are you? Live and let live. Have a great night. Same to you. And all peace emoji to you. Same to you. Love emoji also to you. Thank you. Live and let live. Love to you and to your daughter. Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your support. Thank you for making great videos. I'm subscribed to you. I follow you. Love to you. Love to your daughter. Analyst. Paralyzes. You got analyst. I'll just call you analyst. Okay. What city do you live in? What did you live in New Jersey? I'll just say Central Jersey. I don't want to say the town necessarily. Keep some privacy, but Central Jersey. Blah, 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 blah. Noah. Good night, Sam. Good night, Norm. I love to you. Thank you so much for the good vibes and wisdom. Thank you for the reciprocated love and appreciation. Thank you. Forgive me, I'm just going to say metal. I don't want to say the name wrong. Hey, it's Project Godbrain. Oh, okay. I just started a YouTube channel this month and reselling, scrapping, and estate sales. Okay. Request a shout out. If not obnoxious, hey, you got a plug. I understand. Just have a steady upload of videos. Now, plugs help. But really, what's going to get your subscribers up is not plugs. But I'm not mad at the plug. I understand life. But let me tell you something. You're not going to build your channel, and you're not going to get monetized by going to other channels and saying sub for sub, check out my channel. I tried it. It's not going to work. What's going to work is a consistent upload schedule, writing down ideas, and putting energy into your YouTube channel. No other way around it. And it's going to take a year to get monetized. And it's going to cause you mental pain. Like everything. So I just want you guys to realize, I want you to be inspired to live your dream and go after it. But I don't want you to think that, I'm sharing with you my experience, and that's my experience. My experience didn't come from, I tried that, it doesn't come from that. It comes from you having a steady upload of videos, and you putting energy and effort into your channel, writing down ideas, and be willing to do it for a year consistently with no income. Consistently with no income. Exposing your privacy, not just having a red dot, putting your face out there, and not making any money. That's what it takes. That's what it took me. If there's another way, I'm not mad at it. That's what it took me. Okay, 15 videos out this month. Okay. Okay, thanks. I had no idea. Warren, love to you. Cameron, good night to you. Big Dirty at Warren. You can get a P.O. Box UPS store that has actual street address attached to it. Sean Murphy. CFL. I do not like NFL. Okay, shout out to Cameron. Warren G. Okay, thanks, Big Dirty. Sean Murphy. Went to a CFL game and fell asleep. Matthew, do you ever get recognized when you're walking around public? A couple people have messaged me and said they recognize me. Like I said, please don't approach me if you do see me. Why? Not because, I think it's just best for both of us, and I just like to spend most of my time alone, but it's not disrespect. I have people I know in real life I don't see. Why? It's just because I like to be alone. It's not because I'm disrespectful. But they may. Interesting question. Big Dirty. My first goal is 10 subs. Oh, okay, you did say. All right, I'm going to show that. Thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't see that one yet. Swan Auto. I got to 100 in May. It's a big accomplishment. I'm still reaching for 1,000. You can do it, and you should have that as a goal. Just start in small steps. Love to you and Big Dirty. But I'm thankful for you shouting us out and all my followers. Love. Keep uploading. You'll figure it out. Do other things on the side. Like I say, I have a full-time job when I do this. I have other side hustles. So don't think you're not going to have to put in the work of your life and go forward. Do everything you have to do for your life. And hope to get lucky along the way. All right, I think I got to each and every live comment. Guys, please hit the thumbs up button. Please, if you shop on Amazon, go to the description of this video, click on the Amazon link, and put stuff in the cart. You don't have to check out now, but it's a free way to support. I appreciate the super chats. Appreciate all the love. Guys, thank you. Stay positive. Leave some people behind, but never leave yourself behind. Love and respect.